Yo, what's up guys? So we're here to talk about a new card that is going to probably change the game and probably open up some more FTKs for the game. And this is the new Mech Exceed monster, and it's going to be insane. We're going to be talking about this card a lot in this video. There's also a new Gokey card that I briefly want to go over really quick, so let's go ahead and go over this. And it's more so just potentially more support coming out for the Gokey archetype. But anyways, this is the Gokey Finisher. It's a normal spell card that says you can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. That effect is to target a Gokey Link monster you control, and until the end of this turn, it gains 1,000 attack times its Leak rating, and also attacks a defense position monster to inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. After you activate this card, you cannot declare an attack for the rest of the turn, except for with Gokey monsters. So just some like cheese, and it's not a quick play. I don't know if people are going to be really interested in running it unless we're going to get like a Link 5 Gokey monster, but you can maybe cheese your opponent. I mean, there's a lot of other better options, I think, if you want to increase attack in the game, but nonetheless, there's that card. But the card that we're really here to talk about is this card over here, the Mech Editor DLM Baratian. So it is a rank 4 Earth Cyberse Exceed effect monster with 2,000 attack, 0 defense points, and its materials are 2+ level 4 monsters. And it says you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn, but don't worry, you only need one effect and you're pretty much going to be winning or pulling off some FTKs with it. Anyways, so if this card is Exceed Summon, you can detach 2 to 4 materials from this card, then activate the appropriate effect based on the number of detached. So 2, you get to add a Mech card from your deck to your hand. The third one is to add 1 level 4 monster from your deck to your hand. The fourth one is to add any spell or trap from your deck to your hand. And that's not during the end phase for any of these effects, but because it doesn't have enough effects, it also has a second effect. So this second effect is to tribute 1 monster to special summon 1 level 4 Mech monster from your hand or graveyard, so basically recycling some of the cards. Now this effect is definitely great for Mechs, and just really quickly, the Mechs are the Process Slayers or Process Slayer cards, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen. I'm just using this as an example because this was in an OCG video. They do show off basically how to use the card, but it's really not going to make too much of a difference for most people because the archetype can already pull out Final Sigma really fast, which is the boss monster that just comes out and it's immune to everything. But really, this effect over here is what's going to get this card probably banned in the game, and this is what makes it so broken. Adding any spell or trap from your deck to your hand. It's more so in the OCG right now, but just looking at what people are saying in the TCG, visiting the Pojo forums, because I was curious to see what people are saying about this, and it says, well, we got a new meta monster, give this 3 months before it's banned, and a search for that generic, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, there's just a lot of posts saying this card is super broken, and I definitely agree this is going to open up the doors for a lot of FTKs potentially with this card. Not this one. This one for sure, but nonetheless, I mean, being able to go for Mech, again, it helps that archetype, but just being able to add any level 4 monster, some cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! I just want to kind of talk a little bit about like potential other cards. As far as the OCG goes, again, this card is going to be so much better because we have cards like Grass. As at 2 in the OCG, you can go and search out Grass in like a large deck. That would be excellent. You can also go for Soul Charge in the OCG. And I was looking, what are the closest things that we have in the TCG that would open up the doors for the crazy stuff? Rekindling would be insane. I'm going to go back to the TCG here. Rekindling still at 3, guys. Keep that in mind as well. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you guys played back in like the format where people were spamming Rekindling, basically, you can go, and now we got the multiple librarians, although it might be a little bit more difficult to pull this off. I'm sure someone will figure out a combo where you need a double, triple librarians and start drawing a bunch of cards of Rekindling. It's an insane thing to do, but again, all you need is that 1 Rekindling to go off, and from there, you can maybe make a lot more plays happen. Again, I think this is more of an OCG, insanely broken card, but I know in the TCG, people will figure out something else. Another thing I wanted to mention in the video is there are cards that search out, like, well, when the card is added, it does something. Okay, I know this is not a level 4 monster, but what I'm saying is, like, cards like Lapis Dragon, if this card is added from your deck to your hand, you can reveal it in the spell summon. Is there any spells and traps that actually activate some sort of effect? Because I looked up the keyword if this spell or trap is added. There wasn't any text, but sometimes with Yu-Gi-Oh! There's very specific wording. Is there some, like, really old card when it's like this, when this card is added from your deck to your hand via, like, a monster effect, it does something, right? There might be some interesting interactions with that thing specifically with, again, more legacy, older Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and just, again, opens up the doors for crazier combos. And again, like I said, because it's super generic, it will probably open up the door to some type of FTK, and then this card will more than likely be banned, like a lot of people are saying that it's going to be absolutely insane. But Anyways, we'd love to know if you guys have any cool combos with this. Feel free to go ahead and send it to azneyesreplays@gmail.com. But my cousin's going to be doing the outro.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you guys enjoyed that video, be sure to slam that like button. If you want more thick and juicy Yu-Gi-Oh content, be sure to smash that sub button and turn on that bell.
And thanks for watching, guys, and peace.